YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful day. It's 82 degrees here in Arizona. We've been having some beautiful weather this last couple of days. This is a beautiful looking Tesla. It's not mine, but I'm over here near Holcomb Canyon. This is a Model X. Oh, this is the one where the back doors go up like that. It's got a weird looking license plate. There's a lot of people here. Puejo there, nice looking Puejo. Mercedes, Subaru is another thing that I really like to get. I like to get a Subaru and then raise it up and make it like a Baja Subaru. I was on my way home and I saw all these people here, and there was this guy and a girl standing there, and I was talking to him for a little bit, and they were asking me, is there anything cool back in here to see? And I told them about the swirl cactus, but I didn't tell them about anything else. I just told them about swirl cactus. But yeah, a lot of people here. There's a trail that goes up here that I've always wanted to take and go look at, and that's what I'm going to do today because my battery is low. I got 3 batteries for this camera, and I just grabbed the one that doesn't hold the charge for very long. So beautiful day today. It's quite warm though. A new Skechers on. I will say one thing about these things. These things are awesome. The tread, the grip I have for climbing rocks and just climbing up steep hills is just amazing. Skechers, if you're watching my video, come on man, hook me up with some good hiking shoes. I love Skechers. I want to go look at these rocks. They look like petrified rocks. Somebody else been up here. I can see the foot tracks. No, they're not petrified rocks. Cool looking rocks though. That's one thing I need in my yard. I need to get me some big boulders and put them in my yard. See, this is what I'm talking about. Do you see how this it does not slide? With the New Balances that I have, man, I would slide, bust my butt all the time. These things really grip. Great hiking shoes, Skechers. Now if I can just get by and Skechers sponsor me. Right? This is a steep hill. Look at them swirls. I saw on Google Earth that there's this huge open bare patch out here that I want to see if I can find. Just pulled up in a Harley Davidson, but look at this rock right here. Look at this quartz. Look at that. That thing is just sparkling in the sunlight. It's awesome. Put it back where it was, but it just sparkles so much. Beautiful sparkling rock. Oh, I love it. Beautiful days like this brings everybody out to hike. So many people here. I just don't know where they're hiking at. They're checking out that Tesla too down there. I've been wanting a bike too. Oh, come on, focus. You're not gonna focus? I've been wanting to get another bike myself. People on Craigslist are crazy though. Some of the motorcycles I've seen for sale, I sold mine for $1,000. I only paid $500 for it though. But there's people out there asking $1,200, $1,500 for motorcycles, for bikes. The motors are seized up. I think that's crazy. The trail ends right here. I understand why, because it gets so steep. Even people selling cars on Craigslist, it's just, they're like, you read it and it's like awesome running motor, you know, power windows, ice cold AC, and then you get to the bottom of the friggin' ad and it says motors through a rod seized up, been sitting 5 years. $5,000. What are you guys, smoking crack? There's a trail right here, goes right here. crazy because I've been trying to find another car, you know, because my son wants a car. So I'm just trying to find something that it's not new. I don't care if it's got scratches or dents and anything like that, but you know, so when he gets like 16 and a half or something like that, he can drive himself to school. But and then the trail goes back down. But it's just ridiculous, you know. And I almost traded. I got this computer, his old gaming computer, and I found a Subaru. It was an '89 Subaru, and the guy had one picture, and it looked pretty good for his age, you know. Little '89 Subaru, Baja looking thing. It's, you know, kind of what I want also as a project. And talked to the guy for a couple of days. We strike the deal. I trade him the computer, the monitor, keyboard, mouse for his Subaru, which clearly he said the motor, it just quit working. He doesn't know why. It's not locked up, but it just quit working. And you know, I went through the trouble of trying to figure out how to get it towed to my house because he's about 60 miles from where I live. And found out my brother has a tow dolly, and you know, agreed to give him money to tow it for me. And then I asked the guy for more pictures, and he sent me more pictures. It had 4 flat tires sitting up to the bottom of the car in dirt. And all the times I was talking to him, he said, oh yeah, it's been sitting for a while. But after he sent the pictures, I saw it sitting in the dirt. He's like, it's been sitting for 15 years. And the rats have chewed up all the wiring. The floorboards are completely rotted out. And I guess his conscience was bothering him. And he's like, I really don't want to do the trade. Not because, you know, I don't think we're having a fair trade, but I just don't feel right giving it to you this condition. It should really just go to the junkyard. And I was, you know, glad that he was honest about that stuff. But look at that sucker, how that thing is leading. But my heart was so set on getting a Subaru. But the first picture that he posted on Craigslist was a week after it broke down. That's why it looked so nice. And then the pictures that he sent me, man, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 2 different cars. And I asked him, why did you do that? Why did you post such a good picture when knowing it was in such bad shape? This thing is, oh my goodness, look how close the ground is. And it is still staying erect. Or standing up. Look at that. It's amazing. And he just said his conscience started bothering him, and he felt bad that he was going to get such a nice computer and it was really in such bad shape. Wow, this is the first. I haven't seen this in a long time. A spider web. Huge spider web. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It's a huge spider web right there. Hey, look at this, what I found. Alright, now a lot of people, there's no trail over here. A lot of people have been giving me flack about me talking about Bigfoot. Alright? Especially I'm in the Hohokam Canyon area where I found a huge Bigfoot footprint. You know, that footprint I found over there was sunken in the ground 3/4 of the way into the ground. This hard dirt, and it hadn't been raining in years over here. So somebody that was really overweight sunk an impression, and it was a giant footprint, 13.5 inches in length and 4.5 inches in width, and made by a really giant, huge, what I call a survival bed, but now I call Bigfoot beds. But after many months of researching, well actually years, because I've been researching since I first found it about Bigfoots in Arizona, and I found news articles from the 1900s of Bigfoot sightings in Chandler, Bigfoot sightings in the 70s in Sabino Canyon, which is on the east side of Tucson, which there's a mountain pass over there called Reddington Pass. I had a guy contact me who lives in East Tucson. He won't tell me exactly where. He has tons of game camera footage of dark figures in the woods that are really tall, wooden structures built out of trees, upside down turned trees. There's a lot of sightings in Reddington pass in Arizona, which, you know, is probably 2.5 hours from here where I'm at, of these giant Bigfoots. So Arizona and the Hohokam Indians and the Native Americans have a lot of stories about Bigfoot. So the Hohokam Indians, these areas where the Hohokam Indians, there's a lot of Bigfoot stuff in Hohokam Indians areas, ruins areas, like one here that I found, and there's some Indian ruins here. Chandler, Arizona, where there's Hohokam Indian ruins up there. So another thing I found out is they like to stack rocks like this. Now there's a lot of hiking people, a lot of hikers that do this too to mark trails, but there is no trail over here. The trail ended way over there, and there's no reason to have a trail marker here when the road is just so freaking close. But there is a wash that runs along through here that can hide anybody over 10 foot tall, because once you get down the wash you cannot see the road. You can hear it, but you can't see it. So a Sasquatch, a Bigfoot, or any kind of wildlife could run through this wash easily. And I've been hiking out here, and I walked onto this humongous deer with like huge rack on his head, huge. And I got up to about, from me to that saguaro before I actually saw him and he saw me. So big animals can't hide out here in this desert. And to find this just out of the blue, a rock stack like this, and if you research Bigfoot or Sasquatch, a lot of areas where sightings of Bigfoot and Sasquatch have these stacked rocks like this. Most of the time they're really huge, so it eliminates humans doing it, but even these are pretty heavy. I just been standing up here and enjoying the breeze and the sun and everything, and I'm going to work my way back down because my battery's flashing and it's going to die on me pretty quick. Another reason why I say there's Sasquatches in Arizona, because there's a lot of saguaros that get knocked over. And in Bigfoot areas up in the northeast and areas where I have trees and mountains, huge trees are pushed over, right? I'm not saying the Sasquatch pushed this over, I'm just saying I noticed there's a lot of friggin' knocked over saguaros over here. Not just dead like this, but still green like that. All I'm saying is have an open mind. Do your own research. If you've done as much research as I have, when you have an open mind, your mind just opens up even more. Have I ever seen a Bigfoot? No. But I have seen a lot of weird stuff in my life that society says doesn't exist, and I have seen it myself with my own eyes. So I have talked to a lot of people that have seen Bigfoots, and you know, I believe them because crazy things that I've seen. Something just really big ran over there, made a bunch of rocks fall. The reason I say it's big because it's like boulders like falling down. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but I don't see any movement over here. That's a big swirl right there. That one right there. Just look at that monster. That's one swirl. I wish I saw when I was up in that area. Could have took a picture of it. It's big. These mountains at one time had wild rams running around them, because all the petroglyphs in this area and then over on the other side of that mountain show these gigantic rams with these curved horns. Going back to my car. Just look at this root system. That's the hole it came out of right there. The holes are very shallow. They call them cactus, but they're more like trees if you ask me. There's another one right over here. Just in this area, I've seen 6 just in this area. Giant swirls falling over, or knocked down, or pushed over, whatever, however way you want to look at it. And there's 2 more right over there. There's another one right over there. There's another one right there. See, this is the fresh tracks right here. I can tell because you see the regular dirt, and then when you see how that looks when you kick it like that, how fresh it looks. That's how all this stuff looks. Right over here, it's like a foot kick, like something pushed off and went that way. You never know how close you are to these wildlife out here. until you get right on. This is that big open area I saw on Google. Found it. It's a giant round circular spot. Pretty cool. There's another swirl right down there. So I'm going to go down to that wash and show you that how large animals can get through the desert right near a main road and nobody would even know anything about it. Look at all the tracks. See that? That's a good maybe 12 foot high up there. The road is over there. And this wash goes for miles, goes all the way, follows the foothills of these mountains, goes all the way up there past Panther Peak, goes all the way over to freaking the Sanctuary Cove. There's all kinds of, I've seen more wildlife walking in washes than I've ever seen walking out in the desert. That's why I don't really walk in washes that much. See, you can see a giant shoe footprint right here. You can see the heel. You can see the toe right here. This is what they call a toe kick. That's somebody's foot. A toe kick means it can go like that. Pushes off, you can definitely see it. So that's a human footprint. There's a cat print right there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. You can tell the round things. There's another one there, another one there. Sort of like a bobcat or something ran up through here. This looks like a deer footprint right there, a hoof print, the way it's curved right there. Or a javelina. Javelinas and deer footprints look a lot alike. People think that javelinas are wild pigs, but they're not. They look like wild pigs, but they're not pigs at all. And there's a lot of tracks over here. There's a dog track right there, maybe coyote or somebody's dog. How do I know this? Because I got 3 dogs. I know what their footprint looks like in my backyard. I know what my cat's footprints look like. And I can clearly make out that this is a tennis shoe footprint. There's a heel right there. When you spend enough time out into the desert and stuff like that, or woods, you look for stuff like that. You look for like tree branches that are snapped, or something big went by and snapped it, or footprints. You can tell when, like, this is all old. You can tell a fresh one from an old one. You can tell. You see how the ground looks kind of wet there? In a dry area? Just simple stuff like that. Something's running over there. You can't tell where these things are at because these canyons create an echo, and something can go on running that way and it just created an echo sound like it's over there. That's twice I heard something up in there. Probably a freaking deer or something, because I know there's a lot of deer in this freaking canyon here. Anyways, I'm heading back to my car. Some more quartz that runs all along there. It's so sparkling when I walk by it. The sun just shines right off of it. Shine bright like a diamond. All right in this area right here. See if the camera picks it up. It's all quartz. This whole everything is all quartz. Sparkly. Alright, well my battery is flashing. I'm almost back to my car. This was a nice short hike. Look at this field of flowers. If you like these kind of videos, smash that like, hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you anything, it's free. Like always, thank you for taking time to watch my videos. Leave me a comment down below. Look how cool those swirls look way over there at the top of that ridge up there. I'm so glad my freaking camera zoom is working again, because I love this camera. Sony, hook me up, man. I love your cameras. Thanks for taking time to watch my videos. Always remember, be kind to people, treat people nicely. Treat them the way you want to be treated. Yeah, I'm going.